Abusuya 3 months near Chini and NDC Amonyokuno Eba Abemuno. Opposition party MPP Amonyokuni dear. Na almost more train ama just a muadro. Na just the need to hold the government accountability na shasiye or ma shasiye abo abayne chinenso so said ye ekika kono panyinfo for na tie muntema na just kano ekohwe no na the minister former minister for tourism and art and culture Yura Honorable Andrew Ejapa Mesa and stormy on my hene Adum TV shows who are just say it's funny enough say Yura Muntaka Mohammed Ekuku PMO international conference was Switzerland they cry a friend Jevina na orgia tum se COVID-19 indeed they have an impact which is the negative impact on Ghana economy and the Russia-Ukraine war. Now it's funny enough, say no more position, you know. Now they were throwing stones. I mean, if you live in a grass house, you don't throw stones. There, a kunyano, ubedi, and a 2 minutes or so no. And what that? So if you think say you can trick or scale out, I mean, what the answer can be so at the Ghana for be diagram ya to Obama in due time, you know. They will show you where power really lies. Jebre. Na memfa ye remisa come no pay OD and 12
there's some okay with respect to the economy na challenges a face the Akufo-Addo na ban who use COVID-19 na Russian Ukraine war as excuse check it
yeah
and that they chat to Muntala Mohammed on international conference as I'm
you can't underestimate the impact of COVID-19.
Thank you. And propaganda no is strong. And people will begin to realize that, hey, hold on a minute. I don't have any some more thing. No, more than to the phone too. I'm very clear in my mind. We as a party or day in Ijumai, you're trying to unify your ranks in minimum contest, Baba. For yen selection of new leadership for yen party, both at the constituency, at the regional, national level. No yen members of parliament, no presidential leadership. Now there will be contest, but in all of it, no, I would urge the women moderate in how we go about yen internal contest, no, so that one fact friction piamba. Are able to rally around Ibia lead and party. I'm very clear in my mind that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the one who has to lead our party's charge in 2028. But we'll see. We'll leave it to the greater majority of our party people to decide. Of course, Michael Kwe committee, we are expecting in the coming weeks one report, Baba, which will give us a clear sense of where we are and the kinds of things what they do to regroup as a party, rebuild and recapture power in 2028.
But in regrouping, why do you express an opinion that has an impact on making sure the party comes together as one? That in your case, your preference at this point, if we are restructuring, regrouping, and making sure that your party gets that nod 2028, you go ahead to call out that your belief is
that my belief is my belief.
You're just not a normal person in the party.
My brother, see Abuterna, Mama, Asuma controversial. Me believe, but I qualified my statement by saying that ultimately we leave it to the greater majority of our party.
People don't decide.
Of course. And so I believe
it could be say
I'm clear my mind. I mean, of course, I'm Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia only declare any intention to contest. But if he does, I will support him, and I think that he has to.
With the performance,
100%. I'm a catcher on there. Say the Dudona what to about in 2020. And we now what to about in 2024. The outcome would have been different. And so how do we get them to go back to go and vote? It's the duty of the party to execute, and that's what I know we are all working towards, to make sure that Yama party for the middle class who suffered as a result of the economic crisis you go through. and they attempt at resolving it, domestic debt exchange, necessary. Because if government hadn't gone through that process of restructuring the debt, the economy potentially could have collapsed. People suffered, and rightfully so, they expressed their angst against government and did not elect to vote at all. How you get them to appreciate the gravity of the issues and why it is that the government expended so much to protect all of us during the same COVID issue, will turn around and impose hardship on people. As far as I'm concerned, there's clear inconsistency in the two positions. But it was necessary. And so how people then begin to see that, hey, yes, we had to be called upon as citizens to sacrifice a little bit so that you too rebuild the economy. As Nana Akufo-Addo himself had predicted in the COVID era, that look, the economy, certainly because of the decisions they take this year, will be impacted. We can rebuild, but human lives are no lose. As president, no be responsible in making sure that while Ghana lives now economic impact will take time to resolve. And so for me, that is a kind of conversation or the Ghana for so that they can, as it were, regain confidence in the party and support us in the next election.
I see. But your party, MPP, they seem to be on a wild goose chase.
Well,
is it or much ado about nothing, or is it that the center is not holding? Things are falling apart in the country on these matters of the plane saga, the cocaine saga, the illegal mining saga. It's a wild goose chase.
On your wild goose chase,
or much ado about nothing, or
on your wild
the center is not holding.
Center of the state.
Of the state, that's what
it's not holding. Because, man, I don't know, last week, we hope then can start with them rallying.
That patriotic call.
Send him Penoquara. Say Penoquara. I don't know why anybody will attack Reverend Intim. The kind of attacker, government machinery, ministers of state, government appointees.
When you're causing distraction.
What distraction?
When you're wasting everybody's time.
It's a Felix Kwachifusu, this statement to make here. Is it consistent with the track?
There's an inconsistency.
So who is speaking the truth?
But you have the truth. Why are you holding on to the truth? If you have it.
Okay. Media men or sources. And when you sources
we have.
You rely on your sources to put information out in the public domain.
That's correct.
Some may lead to investigation. Anna,
correct.
Are you obliged to disclose your sources?
Not necessarily, all the time. You are not.
So how are you expecting the minister of the ranking member to disclose his source in the public?
No disclosure, but give out the proof.
Timer, Sam George, Okatina Metro TV, 3-4 days to the general election. Ose, Armed Forces flight, wait to free Tamale, Kumasi, or provide evidence be. But what Team Fojo has put out, abundant response, clearly shows that there's something amiss. On the focus on honor. You focus on the inconsistencies in the statement that Aban will release or heightened suspicion. No, we are not going to focus on that. In Team Fojo, no evidence, bro. Am I the Team Fojo have evidence? No, man. I have evidence. No,
Okanasakeke.
One kind of sakake. Okay, based on information that we receive and the events post his statement on April 1st have clearly demonstrated that there is some questions that ought to be answered. Or you don't believe that?
I believe so.
So why are you faulting him for coming out to say that?
This is a government that
flight to be able to Roma how? Ofi Gran Canaria, Las Palmas. Flight no ambulance. Ambulance off a nipa. And now organ. Ya say that flight no be no nipa bi anim. Organ bi anim. Wa ba we be gina Ghana. 5 days. Way to Oko. Wan fa nipa bi anko. Organ bi anim. Gran Canaria is so our history of drugs, money laundering. It's the abandoned no me that them plane no bear no bear than waha. Minister for Government Communication bear also Yatonchen na plane no ofi Luanda, Angola no nya issue no be jina wa Ghana ha. Ana obe no so ne tie be pay ma what the plane fofor what the fee a hefa what the tie to what the bay. It turns out that asama minister Rekano onya no kware you say Team Fojo is wrong. What kind of logic is this? Am I here? Amankasa moko flight radar 24 because subscribe ewa or basic subscription
for tracking
free. No also more access to 90 days of flight information. What the minister said raises huge concerns. Other men are winner of a young. And so we are not focusing on Team for the evidence or in. Okay, evidence knowing. And Team for the no airport. And all ignore national security. But as some more can Sabana response or the band with the flight yes or no Korobaha obey or the Nipa Kojo XYZ for security reasons yet to Mbonism. Another or the heart be another organ be kidney be Odifi Gran Canaria not the bay what movie called 37 military hospital. Obey no netai pay. Yes. Play the for the netai bay was a shame was okay. Nasa or you're consistent with the flight track record as exister. Then there wouldn't have been any issue.
I don't know, but you know, Chairman Adi Akwaba, you know.
Senior Santa.
Yeah, I am
you know, when it suits them, when it suits them, I was at the side of the
message Osaka. Oh, really? Sorry for the left. The Ghana Port one. Yeah, Port Ghana Airport. Airport, but Ghana Airport, they are shifting responsibility to aviation. They are not shifting. Okay. Okay. So I have it anyway because the attention of the management of Ghana Airports Limited has been drawn to media publications making false allegations concerning the involvement of Ghana Airports Company Limited officials in passing. Let No, I have it. I decided not to read it. Let's believe in our institutions first, so that we can so that we can query
First,
no. So that we can query it. What has happened? So allow the space.
Preemptive query. Read because this is who stated
I have my own here, so if I own it, I'll read it. So it is important to state that, one, landing permits of all aircraft entering Ghana are issued by the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority in conjunction with the National Security and not GACL, that's Ghana Airport. All security checks were conducted by Aviation Security and National Security, while ground handling services were conducted by a Swiss port company for the aircraft that arrived. There was no evidence of any illegal substance on board both aircraft. The managing director, Mrs. Yvonne Nana Friopai, does not know or has never met or spoken to Reverend Tim. The onus is on the groups of or individuals making false allegations to provide evidence of same. Ghana Airports Company Limited hereby serves notice to that company to serve notice that the company will not hesitate to seek legal redress against any media house, individual, or any other entity for any intentional or mischievous publication on Reverend Tim Fojo's false allegation and related matters that seek to bring the image of the company, its managing director, or the government into disrepute regarding the two aircraft. Discerning Ghanaians are entreated to disregard these fictions and malicious allegations and publications and treat them with the contempt they deserve. Signed, Management, 8th of April. But,
Chairman, thank you.
I think this is horrible.
Thank you.